This is Brandon Zachary with Comic Book Resources. Noah and Quintessa, congratulations on the film!
Thank you.
And thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. Both of you were fantastic in the film, and also kind of in a very different movie than everybody else, because everybody else is getting to be this very dramatic superhero morality tale, and the two of you got to be in a very cute, like, kind of bouncing off each other. Like, what was it like getting to kind of bring that energy to something like Black Adam?
It was beautiful, and for me it came so naturally, because working with Noah, he just, like, brightens up every single room that he's in, and it's literally impossible not to laugh, not to joke around, not to goof, and also just like not to feel as comfortable as I possibly can. Like, you just make everything so easy, Noah. Jesus.
You stop it. Be quiet. No, say more. Say more.
I got you. And he's really like, oh my god.
No, you gotta have. Thank you. You gotta have that balance. You know, you gotta. There has to be levity. I think it's super important. And what a cast, man, and what a group of creatives putting this thing together, and our producing team. I mean, what an honor.
And now, part of the thing, both of you got to play these characters who have so much deep history with fans, like people like me, for Comic Book Resources. We know these characters from when I was tiny, and they've, like, Atom Smash has technically been around as a concept since 1940.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And that's baked into the performance and into the character that you got to play. Like, what was that like, kind of not only having to juggle, yes, Al as a character is dealing with legacy, while also Noah is dealing with legacy?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's incredible to be able to bring him to life. His costume, you know, a lot of that inspiration came from 1980s wrestling. But the costume is, of course, his uncle's, right? So it's a hand-me-down, so being able to kind of wear this suit, I didn't really want anything to do with designing the suit because it technically wasn't really my suit. And so getting that, but then also building the character profile of having an uncle that was a superhero, having a grandfather that was a villain in a very precarious situation, right? Coming from that, letting that nepotism almost, and that, you know, I would like to think even privilege kind of informing the way that Al walks into a room and how he shares his nervousness or his excitement. It was just great. There's so much source material, there's so much information on that, and I think what's also very cool is that this film takes place, you know, and before a lot of the comics, and we can grow into that person. So setting the foundation in Black Adam was fucking too fun.
I'm so excited to see more of these characters.
Yeah.
And then Quintessa, something I really wanted to bring up to you is I love that Maxine, there are hints of something darker in her past. Like, this character has like that moment of like something terrible has happened to them, but they are responding by being positive. They're not letting the darkness define them.
Yeah.
What was it like kind of being able to draw upon that darkness without letting it define the character, as some of the rest of the cast kind of had to for their characters?
Oh, I mean, that for me is like my bread and butter. I'm like, okay, perfect. Like, playing a character with such an emotional depth, and also just being of service to what was in the source material. Like, what she's had to go up against hasn't been easy, but she's chosen to like come and like rise above it, basically, just come above it. So for me, it was like, you know, this is that moment. This is her actively choosing like other, and like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be a part of this team, and I'm going to like walk right in the front door and like be rested in who I am, and still even like figure out like who that is. And so for me, it was just like, it was just incredible. Like, I'm so thankful that I was able to play this character, because these young like femme characters do not come often. So yeah.
Now I've got to ask, because this is the expanse of the DC universe goes to literally every kind of corner of fiction, basically.
Yeah.
And this film does touch on a lot of those kind of connections. Are there any other DC characters or locations or concepts or corners of this universe that you would love to see Atom Smasher and Cyclone pop up next?
I mean, I don't think it's possible, but like the whole like Watchmen in general for me is just like
So down.
especially like Zack Snyder's Watchmen. I'm just like, I don't like, fuck everyone else. I love that shit. Like, I was like, I want Cyclone and Silk Spectre to hang out. You know what I'm saying?
So cool.
So yeah, that's for me. But
I'm down for that. I'm super down for that.
Does off Rorschach walk in, kind of creep everybody out?
Yeah.
I would flip. Like, even Cyclone would flip. Like, we are fans of these people and this movie, so it's also nice being able to play with that, you know. So
Atom Smasher would be like, Who is that?
I'd be like, yo, that's Rorschach.
He's scared.
He's been through a lot. Don't mention it. Don't look at him.
All right.
All right, that's shock on that idea. Thank you both so much. That was fantastic.